Hello everyone and welcome back to some more kingdoms and castles. We ended the last episode by building a bunch of farms here and then building some lovely windmills. It's the Dutch way, really. Like, let's be honest, it wouldn't be Dutch if it wasn't built with windmills, and it wouldn't be kingdoms and castles without a Viking invasion at the start of the episode. Because the game thinks that's funny. I also messed up the tower building. I'm kind of ashamed now. Could have done that a lot better. But yeah, we've got Vikings and ogres coming to our doorstep once again. It's another Tuesday, really. Even though it's not Tuesday when I'm recording or uploading this, for that matter. So it's a very weird Tuesday to have, but you know, just a regular old Tuesday here. He is down, that's good. We're going to focus fire onto the next ones. I'm not even going to bother counting them anymore, to be honest. There's just too bloody many. Sir Arnold, you are to be dispatched to take care of these fiends before they do too much material damage. Lest we lose our possessions to these cruel beasties. Speaking of which, they're going to start bashing things over here now. I don't like that. I think it might be time to get rid of these quarries. They're starting to provide quite the weak spot. How does our huge tower deal with enemies, I wonder? I guess we're about to get a demonstration. Ah! You fiend! You've destroyed that one block. Oh, you're gonna move over there now. They appear to be, like, leaving the rest of the place here alone. That's good. That tower is doing a really good job, I think. I'm not seeing any hit markers, but I'm pretty positive that it's doing stuff. Otherwise, you know. Oh, they're gonna smash the bridge, aren't they? Nope! You got denied there, buddy! I mean, he might. Yep. Why do they always insist on smashing my bloody bridges? I mean, I know Vikings love to burn bridges by just smashing everything, but come on, guys. And they're going over here as well. It just doesn't make any sense. Why are they all so violent? Oh my god. There was a tower there, wasn't there? Yeah. Pretty sure there was. Or, actually, no. On retrospect, there probably wasn't. Just a regular tower. Nothing, like, superly hyped up. Erland! Get him! Let it be known that Erland did get him. Good. And we've got marauders coming across over here, right. That's why we keep Sir Gavinus around. Stupid bloody Vikings, just throwing flames everywhere, just burning things, it's horrible. I'd like to think we got him. We did get him. TR the Merc died of old age, huh. Can't say I've ever heard of him, so he might not be a very good Merc then. Yes. Oh well. Wasn't too bad, but then again, I don't feel like we got off as good as we did the last time. You know what? Here's the thing that's gonna bother me now. That's gonna bother me for so long. We will right our wrongs right away. There we go. And you know, I like the idea of putting another gate here. Just because I like the idea of actually having a kingdom instead of just, you know, walling everything off. Like, there's gonna be something organic here. There's gonna be somewhere you can, like, go and do things. Instead of just, oh yeah, it's basically an armored block. Nobody will be able to do anything here. Nobody will care. Right, I think we'll put... Oh my god, look at the range on that thing. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we'll put the ballista over there. We'll put the archers on the corners. That way they can actually fire on things. It will be lovely. There you go. Got some very fertile land here. It doesn't matter. It's all going to get built on. We will build the Great Wall of the island. People will appreciate it one day. Although we are paving over a lot of farmland there, I'm gonna be honest. I do not enjoy that. But it is a necessary measure. Otherwise, I don't think it looks pretty. Right, that is basically a humongous wall that we're now gonna have to... Okay, right, I would, never mind. That's the end of that venture, but look at that! My lord, that's quite the industrial process we just set into gears there. That fills me with pride. This kingdom will be a long-lasting one. It will be prosperous. It will have many rulers beside me. Because I imagine that eventually the ruler is going to pass on, you know. I feel like I'm more of a guiding hand here than the ruler myself. Although there's no ruler actually walking around. That's going to get rid of half the trees over there. And in comes the Legion of Workers. We send in to do our stuff. Are you guys walking... Oh, that's cheating. Guys. That is cheating, come on. Knock it off, that is not cool. Well, at least we know now, they can walk through diagonal spaces. Look at that. The industrial might of our kingdom is being put to work. To make sure that the people of the future will be able to live in peace and prosperity, just like the people of today. At least if you're living around here. This is roughly safe. But these people are no strangers to war. It's a shame, isn't it? There we go. The wall will be finished this episode. Yeah, we'll squeeze it in here. Just because I think it looks better. You're gonna have a tower over here and then over here. We'll put another tower over there. It's gonna be a fairly busy episode in the regard that our people are gonna be busy. We're just gonna sit back and relax, get a nice drink, you know. Do royal things, while the people do working things, you know how it goes. Can't have them doing nothing, you know. Idle peasants? That just means we're not working hard enough. We're also going through our stockpile of stone at a astronomical pace right now. I approve. Sorry, Lord Levi, you are not going to be guarding much of a forest for a long time here. You're going to be guarding, well, I don't know, tree stumps. Mostly, at this pace. You can't stop the industrial might. You just can't. There we go. Looking good. I think we'll just go ahead and rock removal that. We've got some more rocks in the inside here where we can do some stuff. And actually, that brings me to a very good point. Rock removal. We don't have a lot of tools. Or anything. No, we don't have a lot of wood. That's it. Never mind. Yeah, takes up 30 wood for crying out loud. Oh well. It's gonna be a very well protected city. As we like it, you know. I just wish that the walls looked a bit better. Like, I'm going to be honest here. That's the one thing that puts me off. It's like, oh yeah, this looks really good. Why can't you just extend that all the way down, you know? As it stands, we have very derpy looking walls, which is appropriate, I guess. Given the channel name. But still, it just rubs me the wrong way, really. I do hope they patch that in at a later date, even though we won't be around to see it, probably. Just because I feel like it would be the better thing to do, you know? I really would. Anything else that needs addressing over here in particular? I mean, we've got enough food here to last us a lifetime and a half. I'd love to put some more housing in here. But this is a very fertile area to begin with. Oh, that's a lot of people here are hungry for whatever reason. There's a granary right there where you can grab food. The houses here do have plenty of food. Their pantries are overflowing, in fact. Then I do not know why you complain. Like, there's a market right here with 71. Why is that not available for you? There's 440 food right there. Why? Now it is available, but it wasn't a moment ago, which is weird. I don't understand these people and why they're starving. Down goes an archer tower. Bit of a shame, but I understand why. This is probably going to get a lot more hostile as soon as people actually start realizing that, oh yeah, that's raidable. Also probably need to get rid of this quarry at some point. I mean, we'll stockpile a bit more stone first, just because it feels good. Let's shut you down for a second, and we'll start cutting some wood here. Because I want to clear this area out for a while. Or at least partially. So I can see where we will plan out the agriculture. This episode is going to be all about massive expansion in all directions. We'll get some things moving along. There we go, just cut all the things down. You too will be shut down for a while. As we realize that trees might not be the greatest thing, you know. We're not in modern times yet, so global warming is not much of a thing to worry about. A lot of food being lost to exposure. 111 peasants have taken ill to a terrible plague, my lord. Honestly, that's a kiddie plague. Let's put a beauty tower over there, okay? Just a beauty tower. It's not going to serve much purpose, but I just like the idea of having a little tower in there. Just an in-between tower, you know? It won't be as crucial, especially now that we have the outer wall being completed. As this dragon will show, having a completed outer wall is very safe and secure. There we go. He disappeared into a tower and died. Meanwhile, this place is starting to look very fancy. Boop that out of the way. Looking very good. We can't build a gate here until we put a road there. So we will endeavor to put a road there as soon as we can. If the trees don't grow in the way once again. That would be lovely. Lord Levi is looking towards the water now. Blocked by a lot, and I mean a lot of stone now. But the gesture stands, you know. He is wondering what has become, what was, shall be. We'll put some ballista towers around here because, well, actually, I'll put one over here, but I'll make the rest archer towers. Because archer towers are just going to be a lot better, I think, in general. Just have some ballistas around to do some damage when we need them. Yeah, this place is looking good. I like it. I like it a lot. Pretty soon we can start colonizing these hearthlands here. And we will have a very flourishing city. Very prosperous. Not like, you know, the other kingdom that you never heard of. Why have you never heard of it? Because it's not prosperous, you know. It got destroyed by Vikings and ogres and just terrible things, really. That would never happen here. We take care of our people. We take pride in the fact that, well, Vikings might have tried to mess things up here. We haven't let them. We didn't let them. Now, you just magically reversed. That's interesting. I'm tempted to put another marketplace over here. I think I will. Let's see, it's right there. There we go. I'll get rid of you. So I want to start putting in some more housing over here. Like, this is not the most fertile land, so I'm generally okay with using it. There we go. I do want more people living here. Since, you know, we've got an abundance of food in this particular area. Ruby-1 Kenobi just passed away, and that's a bit of a shame. The real question is, did he have the high ground or not? He references. We'll put in some farms here, actually. Just because I don't intend on that space to be used for housing. And we might as well, you know. We might as well. How are we doing for wood? Doing alright. I think I'll power you back up. Because why not? Things are looking good, roughly. We'll put some more foresters on the outskirts. I feel like that would be a good way to do things, you know. We might not be foresting over here for much longer. But we shall in the other region. Outside the... well, I'd say outside the safety of the walls, but let's be honest, we've walled this off now. The only way they're gonna get in is by going over here. Which prompts me to say that it's probably best to get rid of these as well. For the realm's security, after all. I do like not getting murdered by Vikings on my Sunday afternoon. Problem is, we just don't have enough wood to do all the things I want to do right now. I did not stockpile adequately. It is a problem I often face. One peasant died of starvation. It's gonna be fine. Probably. I do like how they're still using that bridge. Like, it's very popular for people from the markets and whatnot. And the granary as well, admittedly, apparently. That one is rather empty, yeah. Well, food, we've lost 400 to exposure. It's staying roughly equivalent right now. It could be better, but it could also be a lot worse. We'll probably have a road going up here. And we'll try to put some more housing around here or something. I don't know, we'll see. I don't plan that far in advance, generally. But I do like to try a little bit. There's just so much food wasting away over here. It's kind of a shame when you think about it. You get plus 15. I mean, I could get the exact same bonus from putting out another windmill, so I'm not gonna bother. Good to have a think about, though. Good to have a think about. Is that area covered by a well? I don't think it is, but it's so near the water that I don't think it matters a lot. So we're not gonna bother, I guess. Sure, why not? Sounds like a reasonable argument. We'll put another manor in there. You know, people do like to live near the roadside. You want access to charcoal, my lord? Wow, you've got a lot of food available. Fair enough. Hopefully that will also help, like, assuage some of the problems we've been having. Just, you know, don't have people not available near a market. Or just have markets do things that they should be doing all along. You know, important things. Food. I would like another windmill over here. Just to make things more awesome, you know? You're full. You're empty. That's good, I guess. It means you're being used to capacity. People have an easy time storing their harvest right there. It's not actually being filled up all that far. We mainly just have markets going like, oh, that's terrible. You don't have a lot of food, do you? Not a lot of charcoal either. 99 peasants have taken ill. What's that rubble? Why is there random rubble over here that I don't know what it was? This confuses me greatly. I think it were charcoal makers. There we go. I think that might explain why we're not very high on charcoal right now. It's not like that. We have other ways for that, you know? Why are you sitting at a tavern out of food? And why can't I see where your house is? Like, this is a very casual management game. Really. It's a very relaxed game about building and managing, but kind of lack the tools to do things proficiently, you know? That kind of bothers me sometimes. Because I lack the tools to properly judge why something is borked. And I would like things to not be borked, mind you. I would also like a click and drag. For things like, oh, harvest these 50 trees, peasants. They'll be like, sure, you're gonna have to click each and every one individually, though. And at that point, I would just riot. A king, or the king's advisor, who happens to be a ghost floating around, should not ever have to just go around like, yeah, I need you to do that. You get my drift. I'm not gonna repeat that to the point of it being annoying. Just, you know, it's weird. There's some very weird choices in this game. Like, it's a fun game. But it has some weird choices. Like, you just can't deny that. At least we're getting to the point where some of our granaries are actually full, so we shouldn't have any trouble with people not being able to get food from places. Hopefully. I don't know. There's logistical chains at work here that might not work the way they're intended to. Or I don't interpret them correctly. That is also a possibility. Yeah, I think we might need another market up here. You have seaside house access, yeah? Yeah, you do. Okay. Do you, is the question. You do not. I'm gonna demolish that house. That is the wrong house to demolish. I am an idiot. I'm like, yeah, that's a double house, right? Yeah, sure, it's not. It is absolutely not. I might get rid of this church, actually. You know what? No, that would be a bad idea. Besides, I like the idea of having some churches throughout. It's thematic. And besides, I don't want to get slapped for heresy. You know. The big man up high probably wouldn't look down so happily if I were to, like, smite his temples. You've got food. What are you? You're fairly happy. That's good. You enjoy a lot of things. What about you? 69. See, that's... I'm going to demolish you and put in another marketplace. And we will see if that finally, once and for all, fixes the, like, food issues we are having. If not, I will rebuild the manor. If it does, I guess people can stop dying. That's a good thing, right? I think that's a very good thing. Long live the people not dying part. Especially the long live part of that. It's also going to mean that some of our idle peasants will get a job. Oh, hello, big dragon. You came to the wrong island. We are far too well defended for you to be much of a problem here. Yeah, keep on flying, sunshine. He's had enough. Yep, you can tell he's just changed direction. He's had enough. Get him, boys! Oh yeah, he's dead. There we go. Be happy, my peasantry. Be very happy. Now, who here is talking about heresy? You are. You do not have access to a library or a church. That's where the churches come in really useful. They have that area that they can just affect. It's a huge area, which, you know, has to be kept in mind when you've got things like the libraries. They're way more effective, but they cost money. But they do give so much more happiness. You know, we've got a master priest apparently. I'm not sure how. Maybe he's good at doing, like, I don't know, the Hadouken? When people come up and be like, hey, I want to steal the holy water, he just Hadoukens them and just, no, you know, just denies them any chance to take anything that they are not owed. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore either. That's okay, though. That is okay. Now, I still see starvation here. Hopefully this market will help, like, soften the food shortages here. Like, the market's operational now. I'm going to keep an eye on it. It does seem like the food is going reasonably high. That market is still being outperformed, sadly. So as much as, you know... Actually, is it helping? I still see people, like, hungry. We'll keep an eye on it for the rest of the episode. Just be like, are people starving? And just tick a box that's like, yes or no. I don't mind either way, really. I'd like people to not die. But if people are dying, we know to fix something, and that it didn't work, and so we can revert to the old ways. Sounds very heretical, you know. Revert back to the olden days. When toilet paper was made of leaves. Or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, starvation appears to still be around. You really saying that that's too far for you? At least we're getting more food over here now instead of, you know, where it's not needed. I think it might be enough to stop the starving for a bit. You know, it might help. It might also not. You never know. But I'd like to think that it does help a little bit somewhere, you know, for someone. I don't get you guys. I really don't. You've got 4 heads of household. And they don't seem to be doing a darn thing. Also, you can apparently look at the residents of a house, but... I don't know. It doesn't really feel very helpful, if I'm completely honest. Just gonna be open and honest about that. How are you doing? Yeah, you still have plenty of food, that's fine. I think people stopped starving to death for a little bit. And you do seem to have slightly, like, better food now. Granted, the supply situation might not be perfect. Will it ever be, though? That's a question you've got to ask yourself. Another question I got to ask myself, is this very fertile land? I think it would be. I don't want to get rid of that tower, though. That's the thing. Like, it's crucial for when people like to land on that unprotected coastline. Now, you could just argue, and you could probably be right, that, like, hey, why don't you just put towers there or a wall, you idiot? I don't know. Kind of like, look. Got that giant tower over here that's just... I could build it higher, but it would be so ridiculous that I'm just like, no, let's not. Yeah, you. I'd like to know where your house is. I'd like to know where your bed sleeps. That sort of thing, you know. Would be important. We're gonna get rid of that tower. Because frankly, we don't need it. This land here can become unprotected land. To become available to the public domain once more. Once again, got to remove everything by hand. That's totally not annoying or anything. Hello, extra land. Good of you to join me. We could put a bit of farming in here. Yep, people are still dying of starvation. Okay, this is bad. Right. Thanks for trying. You did not succeed. I've got a plan B, though. We're going to put in a couple of piers here. Have ye olde bridge go across there. We're going to start working on this area. We might be able to either connect this up to the farmlands here. Just with a road or something, I don't know. That might work. It would probably make it faster to get food over there because they now have a straight line they'll be able to walk. And we'll put a large granary here. And we'll try to fill it with food that gets produced from over here. That will help supply shortages diminish rather quickly, won't it? I think it will. We already have a road there, really. Neat. We've got a second Viking invasion. Oh, they're coming right over here. They know the weak spot now. I think this might be the new trend. Invasions over here. Yeah. Crap. Gorinus. Get over there. This is gonna hurt. They're gonna take down a lot of towers here. Ouch. And they're bypassing my defenses. An ogre has destroyed a ballista tower. Ouch. Just look at that all fall down. They're using this river now as a primary source of just misery. That's not good. In fact, this makes me a little bit sad. There goes my bridge. Yeah, didn't take this into account when I designed this. Like, I was aware this would probably be where they would attack, but I wasn't aware they'd be sending like 15,000 boats here. There goes Fartram Billowpants again. That must be like a fake backer name or something. By the way, yes, this game was kickstarted on Fig, apparently. And it was one of the first success stories to come out of it. So that's nice, you know. That rubble is now burning. That is a special kind of stupid, when you put rubble on fire. I'm gonna demolish it like the, good person that I am. The water was on fire for a second. Now that's a miracle and a half. Oh yeah, I wanted a granary over there. Fire has claimed a rubble. Indeed it has. Well, that's good. We're gonna have to put more defenses over here, apparently. That was bad. Although not as bad as it could have been. Let's put some defenses on piers, just because I don't want to use the farmland over there. I know, being very, like, petty. Give me another pier over there. We'll put another tower up there. A higher one. Hopefully. So yeah, what have we learned? This is a vulnerable area now that deserves more defenses. And that kind of hurts. I'm gonna have another ballista tower over here again, just in case. Like, there were a lot of ogres there. We need more damage, so getting those up would be nice. Try to get that all up and sorted, but I think that will be it for this episode. I would like to thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and perhaps a comment down below as well. You know, lets me know you appreciate the series, and it keeps me motivated, I'm gonna be honest. It's nice to see people enjoy stuff, you know. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you all next time. Until then, have a good one, folks.